Hi, my name is Taylor, and today we are going to be discussing developmental pathways and networks. So I know what you're thinking, what is a developmental network? Well, this is a pathway which shows which genes are inhibited or stimulated by the presence of other genes. There are two different symbols used in displaying a developmental network. A T-bar is used to display a gene that inhibits the next gene, and an arrow is used to display a gene stimulating another gene. So now that we have a basic knowledge of developmental networks, let's look at an example to further our understanding. For our example, I've used some characters from a popular TV show called Rick and Morty to help describe what a developmental network really looks like. So, for this example, the production of a Morty gene stimulates the production of Pickle Rick instead of a normal Rick. Since Morty is normally the one who messes things up, the Summer gene helps to inhibit the Morty gene, and this leads to the production of a normal Rick. The Beth gene causes the transcription of the Summer gene, so this also causes the production of a normal Rick. The Jerry gene causes everything to be messed up. It inhibits the Beth gene, which means the Summer gene can't be produced, which means Pickle Rick will occur. With the information that we have been given, we can now create a developmental pathway. To summarize everything, the Jerry gene inhibits the Beth gene. The Beth gene stimulates the production of the Summer gene. The Summer gene inhibits the production of the Morty gene, and the Morty gene stimulates the production of a Pickle Rick. So, if we were to remove the Morty gene, is a normal Rick or a Pickle Rick going to occur? Since the Morty gene is the only gene that produces a Pickle Rick, and we remove it from the developmental pathway, there's no way for a Pickle Rick to occur, and so we get a normal Rick. The removal of only one of these genes from the pathway is what's known as a single mutant. If we remove the Summer gene from the pathway, then there's no longer anything to inhibit the Morty gene, which causes a Pickle Rick to occur. This would also be a single mutant. If we remove both the Jerry gene and the Morty gene, there's nothing to create the Pickle Rick and there's nothing to inhibit the Beth gene, so therefore a normal Rick would occur in this situation as well. This would be known as a double mutant because two of the genes are being removed. Finally, if both the Beth and Summer genes were removed, then there would be nothing to inhibit the production of the Pickle Rick gene, and a Pickle Rick would occur. This would also be considered a double mutant. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that it allowed you to have a better understanding of developmental pathways.